When I was in software development, I would have clients and coworkers come up to me constantly and say, you know what we should do? We should add this feature. We should try this framework. We should check out this new tool. And I always had the same answer. How does this help us achieve our goals? Or, put another way, how does this help us focus? In a world where it's easy to get caught up in the latest AI feature or keep adding features to software to add some perceived value, it's really important to think about your core mission and how you are focusing on it. And today I want to do a comparison between two really well known podcast hosting platforms, RSS.com and Buzzsprout. Hey everybody, my name's Joe Casabona and I am the evangelist here at RSS.com, and I have been around the block as far as trying hosting platforms go. I'm also a podcast coach, and so I have clients coming to me asking me what I feel the best podcast platform is. And Buzzsprout is one that comes up a lot, and for good reason. They have a lot of great features, they have a really easy and clean interface, and they have a great focus on education. But there are a few things that I generally warn my clients of when they are looking at Buzzsprout. So today, I wanted to dive in, take a look at Buzzsprout, compare it to RSS.com, and then tell you when I think it's good to use Buzzsprout and when you should go with RSS.com. Let's dive in. Okay, so as I mentioned, there are a lot of pros to Buzzsprout. They are considered very easy to use. They have a really clean, strips down interface, so you can get started quickly. They also have a heavy focus on education. They have a really good content creation arm where they are helping podcasters get up and running. They have monetization options similar to RSS.com's, where you have dynamic ads or other ways to make money with your podcast. They also have AI features like magic mastering and co-host AI to make it as easy as possible to upload your recording, get it edited and mixed, and then published. And they offer dynamic content, which allows you to add a custom call to action or your own host read ad in the beginning, middle, or end of your podcast episode. I think this is a really compelling feature and one that we don't yet have at RSS.com. You can have a live event that you're promoting that you can change out once the event happens. If you have an opt-in for your mailing list, you can add that in, and if you ever want to change it, you can. Or if you have a sponsor for a Black Friday sale, you can take that ad down after the Black Friday sale happens. So there are a lot of really good use cases for that dynamic content feature. But there are also a lot of cons to Buzzsprout. On their free plan, it is a 2-hour per month limit. After that, your episode will get deleted after 90 days. So you basically have 90 days free where you can upload up to 2 hours of content. Then they charge by the hour. We'll take a closer look at that when we look at the pricing page. The other thing I would say, and this really goes to what I was talking about with focus, is that there's potential feature bloat and fatigue. Yes, they've added a few really useful AI features for podcasters, but this kind of goes back to what I was saying in a previous video where we looked at Riverside. Riverside is amazing at the recording and editing side of things, and their podcast hosting is lacking because that is not their area of expertise. With Buzzsprout, they have decided to focus simultaneously on these two things. And when you're focusing on more than one thing, then you usually aren't the best at both. The last thing I'll say is that they do offer Buzzsprout ads, and they do take a pretty heavy cut of that ads revenue. But let's actually take a look at their pricing over at Buzzsprout. So you can start for free today, but I have noticed that they have updated this page since the last time I made a video comparing these two back in 2024. Where they have completely deprioritized. They're not even showing that you get a free plan. And that, I mean, I get why. They really want people to be on their premium plans, and there's a lot of good reason to be on your premium plans. But it kind of tells me that they're not super proud of their free plan. They definitely don't want people on their free plan. And so, as I mentioned, they charge by the hour. For if we switch to the monthly plan here, you get 6, 15, or 35 hours per month. And again, if we look at that annually, right, maybe 6 hours seems like a lot, but 72 hours a year, that means if you go over an hour a few weeks per year, you are bumped up to double the cost because of the length of your podcast episode. And when you are adding video or there's other bandwidth limitations, then this particular limit can feel like it shrinks, or that the cost gets up pretty high. And you're saving 15, 17, or 19% on the annual plan. If you want to do it monthly, 6 hours per month is going to cost you $19 per month. And 35 hours per month is going to cost you $79 per month. Now, you do have a pretty clear feature parity across everything when you are on a free plan. You have the ability to get listener support and subscriptions and Buzzsprout ads. Those are the monetization features. You can get a website and video sound bites and all of the normal features of a podcast host listed in directories, RSS feeds. You also get, they've gamified things. So you do get the achievements, they get the guides. I mentioned the education aspect of it, that dynamic content, and custom embed ads. The AI features are an additional investment. So the AI features do not come with the $19.39 or $79 a month. And in fact, if we go into the dashboard and we look at Magic Mastering and Co-host AI, you can't even get those features until you are on a paid plan. So when we are logged in and we go to the paid features plan, we can see a clearer outline of what you actually get with everything. And so at 6 hours per month and $19 per month, you get one podcast. And then the optional add-ons are $5 per month for Magic Mastering and Co-host AI. Those features go up. You also get more podcasts on the bigger plan, so that's good. You get, at $39 a month, you get 15 hours per month for up to 5 podcasts. Which, again, if this is up to 15 hours per month and 5 podcasts, you're looking at about 3 hours per month if you're going to have those 5 podcasts. So that's really something else to consider, is the hourly limitations can really impact if you do want to have multiple shows. And then the cost of the optional add-ons go up to $10 and $20 per month on these bigger plans. So you can have multiple podcasts. You're still limited by the number of hours, though, and those AI features cost a lot more. And as I mentioned, right, maybe you saw this in my plan, they have deleted the episode that I uploaded, and I have 71 days to recover it before it's completely gone. Before we get into the benefits of RSS.com, I want to share that we have a feature called cold storage, where if you decide to take a break, we will hold your podcast for you. That means that you don't have to worry about leaving for a few months or more and then having to start all over. Even if you're not paying for an RSS.com plan, we are going to keep your content safe and sound because we have fully focused on creating great podcast hosting for podcasters. That is our promise. That is why we are in the business. And so I do want to share what you get with RSS.com. We have our free plan right here on the listing page. So you get unlimited episodes, unlimited audio, the embeddable podcast player, a website, which, by the way, when I signed up for Buzzsprout a few years ago, you got a free ad-supported website if you were on the free plan. It looks like today you need to upgrade to get a website at all. And maybe that's good, like you're not seeing ads on a free website, but it means you have to upgrade, which tells me that the Buzzsprout free plan really is meant to be a try before you buy plan. They want you to go through and use the interface and see if you like it and then upgrade as quickly as possible, which is probably why they're not listing that free plan on their pricing page anymore. That's just a note I wanted to make. Our free plan gives you all of that stuff. Now, you do get basic analytics. People are wondering, like, what is the limitation of our free plan, you'll get basic analytics and some of our advanced features like dynamic ads, earning money with podcast subscriptions, team members, the unbranded player, and AI generated transcripts. Those are going to be on the paid plan. But if you want to have a free local or niche show without having to worry about the number of hours that you're uploading, without having to worry about if your episodes are going to get deleted in 3 months, then our free plan gives you that. And you get more features with a higher price. And so we go all the way up to $18.75 if paid annually. That's $18.75. You get unlimited podcasts along with unlimited episodes. So like on the podcast networks plan, you can have as many shows as you want. You can have as many episodes for each of those shows as you want, as well as unlimited team member seats. So our virtually unlimited plan is less than the 6 hours per month plan on Buzzsprout. Those are the things to consider. When should you use one versus the other? Well, the big thing is right now, if you want that dynamic content feature, that is something that Buzzsprout can offer you that you won't get on RSS.com. So if that's important to you, then that's a feature that you'll need to find over on Buzzsprout or some other host. If you want those AI features, if you want to pay the extra for those AI features and you want all in one place, then Almost gets you there. I would say Riverside gets you there better, but some of those AI features, but they are going to come at a cost, right? If you want 6 hours a month, then you're looking at $30 a month, as opposed to $19 a month for a one podcast 6 hour per month plan. So those are things to consider. If you want to start a podcast on a host that is fully focused on creating a great way to manage your show for the long term, if you don't want to worry about the number of hours you're uploading or the number of episodes you're uploading, then RSS.com is the place for you to go. You can learn more about our free plan over at RSS.com. Like I said, my name is Joe Casabona. I'm the evangelist here at RSS.com. And I think that this is the best hosting for most people. You get a ton of features completely for free, worry-free. And when you are ready to upgrade to get bigger features or more advanced analytics, we'll be there for you too. If you have any questions about hosting with RSS.com, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you out there.